Welcome back to the world of dual screens. You thought you were having fun playing video games on your single screen. That's because you were educated dumb by the demonic liars that run the world. It is blasphemous to deny Professor Ribkin's theory of two-screen video games. $10,000 to anyone who can disprove it. It is time to end the 3DS. Because, well, I looked at a list when I started this of games that had only been released digitally on the 3DS eShop, and we've gone through just about all of them. Most all. We're going to end this little series, this little look at the 3DS, the same way that I did when I did the series on the closure of the Wii Shop. In that one, I finished it by looking at the art style games. The art style games were a series of games released on both the Wii and the not the 3DS, on DSiWare, digital-only games. And so we are going to look at the DSiWare art style games that had been released. Do you like minimalism? Art style games were all about a minimal look. There are 7 of them on DSiWare. They're primarily made by Skip Limited, a company that seems to be mainly known for Chibi Robo. They haven't released anything in quite some time. I don't know if they're actually still around. But even if they're not, we can take a look at what they did. Now, we're starting off with AQUIA. We're going to do this in alphabetical order. No, that's Quetzal's Corridors. We did that last time. This is AQUIA. Open. Here we go. I believe there were 5 art style games on the Wii, and we've got 7 on DSiWare. E for everyone. AQUIA. The art style games I would describe as... You ever see, like, you ever look up YouTube videos that are just, like, relaxing sounds? You just, you put them on, and it's just relaxing sounds of one thing or another. The art style games, I think, can be considered the video game versions of that. Hold on, this is a demo. Let me just... Because I wasn't pressing anything, as this is telling me how to play. But I did try this out a little bit, so, hopefully this turns out okay. So what is AQUIA? We're going to do a timed dive. It's a block puzzle game. I can choose a shape. Do I want vertical rectangle, horizontal rectangle, or the big square? I'll go with vertical rectangle. So AQUIA is a puzzle game where you have a diver who is diving into the water. You can see him on the top right. And what do I have to do is I have to match up colored blocks. And I get colored blocks as I go back and forth, like that. I have this animating block. What do I do with that? I don't know. Makes nice little sounds. I have to line up the blocks. There, I got 3 whites and then 3 cyans. Or teal? So either cyan or teal, you would call that, I guess. The colors I get depends on where I enter and exit the stack, the column. It's like a flashing block right there. It became animated. Let's see if we can get an animated block. There we go, got an animated block. I would like to, I'm going to line up these 2 animated blocks. I don't have a third yet. I'm going to need a third. I don't have one as of yet. My diver in the upper right is going deeper and deeper. And as he does so, he's running out of air. Also, darkness approaches from the top of the screen. Darkness will approach for all of us. Someday. Maybe today it comes for the diver. Maybe tomorrow it'll come for you. But we all know that. We all know about the darkness. And how we try to fend it off. Alright, I have that animated block. Let me line that up with the other 2 animated blocks. There we go. Darkness has been dispelled because I lined up the 3 animated blocks. A few DS games would use the 2 screens in this way, where it was like a vertical play field. And you could pass up and down between the 2 screens. Not many games did that, but a few did. As well position this animated one while it's here. My diver is almost at the bottom. Fills up. And I gotta get these. I gotta get this thing, and like put it next to this thing, and level is clear. Level is clear, and that's how you play AQUIA. Don't know how the levels might change. Like if we look at this next level, well, it kind of looks the same, doesn't it? Kind of looks like the same kind of thing. I don't know if the levels might change, if you might get different pieces or different kinds of configurations as you go. There's also free dive, which I think free dive is just it never ends, as you know, you might guess from the name. Volume. There's also an aquarium. Check out the aquarium. And look, you want like a little relaxing aquarium on your DS or 3DS in this case. You just leave the 3DS open while it makes this music, and you see fish swimming around on your top screen. What about aquarium number 2? Got seahorses. There you go. Some relaxing seahorses. Don't let the stress of the world bother you. Don't let your problems at work overwhelm you and get you down. When you feel that way, just glance down at your desk where you have your 3DS and you see those seahorses swimming around. The system making those relaxing noises. As you can see, this is the unlockable of AQUIA. I guess if we continue to do well in the game, we would unlock more aquariums. And it looks like that there are 25 of them. The last ones are called SC1, 2, and 3. Don't know what SC stands for. Well, that's AQUIA. Many of the art style games are in this kind of style. Very minimal, very relaxing, very puzzle-based. The next one is base 10. Do you like math? Everyone does. You like simple math that you have to do in a time limit? Because that's what base 10 has to offer. Uh-oh, it's a sideways game. I'm going to turn my 3DS sideways. I think actually... Hold on. You know, I forgot about this. Did I... Let me just see if I have something we can do here. One moment. I'm just seeing if it could be possible. It could be possible that I could just flip these around so we could, you know, actually maybe see the game properly. Okay. Base 10. It's a math game where numbers slide in from the left over to the right. What I have to do is add up numbers so they add up to 10. We're starting from the first level. We're going to do first level. And I can flip numbers around, so like flip in between each other, so I can like make 5 and 5. Or 2 and... If 1 is backwards, 1 backwards is not a number. But 5 and 5, I can add those up to 10. Or like, what about 1, 2, 2, 5? That makes 10. Or what about 5, 6, 7? Yeah, what about this entire row makes 10? 5 2s? That'll make 10. 5 and 5 will make 10. What about this row? That's 10 right there. Gotta add them up. They gotta add up to 10. Otherwise, you will have failed. And like with most falling block puzzle games, you don't want them to stack up. You want to get rid of them. Get them out of here. Oh, that one is red. If the one is red, it means I can't move it. It's restricting my options. But I got rid of all of the ones, and we are clear. Is base 10 a relaxing game? I don't know if you'd consider it relaxing. Considering you have to, you know, your brain has to do the arithmetic, which some people might find relaxing. Oh, 3s have been added. Can I deal with 3s? Will the 3s be too much for me? They might be too much for me. We will see. Can I handle the threat of 3s? A 3 backwards isn't anything. Can't do anything with that. Now, the left screen is not a touchscreen. So I can't actually manipulate the numbers on that side. And they filled the screen. Failure. 62 out of 65. Well, you get the idea. You get the idea of what base 10 is all about. You gotta keep going until you reach the end. I did 1, 2, but I failed on 1, 2, 3. Next would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end, you get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Can you deal with all of the numbers? All of them. Base 10 challenges you and believes that you cannot do this. Will you let base 10 boss you around like that? Probably yes. I should mention, these games, they all came out at some point in 2009. I guess this was, something Nintendo wanted to do for, I think, maybe the launch of DSiWare. Get some small digital-only games out on that. Boxlife. Are you living the Boxlife? We're gonna find out what that Boxlife is like. Rated E for boxes. Time to live the box life. That character is very excited about the possibility of living box life. We're going to R&D. Well, actually, maybe you want to look at the tutorial so you can see how you can make boxes. You can tap scissors. Use the scissors to cut the boxes. Then you slide the stylus along the creases to cut. And then once you do that, you can fold up the pieces into a box. Oh my god, those were just squares. But now... oh no, it turned back into squares. But now... only fold squares with 3 unattached sides, or squares that have already been folded. But now, you cannot fold squares that have 2 or more sides attached to other squares. But now? Oh, you can reattach cut paper. I guess you have tape. Tape those papers back together. But, oh boy, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? You just thought it was squares. You thought, but now, oh my god, that's a box. That is a box right there if I've ever seen one. That's what the box life is like. That's why we're so excited about living that box life. Alright, let's, I'm gonna do round 1. Okay, I'm punching in, I'm on the clock. Okay, that's a box. I'm going to roll this box up. Rolled. The horse approves. I have to cut here. Let's see. I'm going to make a cut, a precision cut right there using the stylus on the touchscreen. And then make 2 boxes. Out of here. Where do I cut now? Well, you just figure out where you want to start from and what do you need to make that a box. And then figure out where your cut goes. And then roll them up. Roll them all up. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. The elephant approves. Making boxes, living the box life. It's simple, honest work. Work that you can feel proud of. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't make a cut. Right there. Simple work for down-to-earth people. They're not looking to live a glamorous life. They just wanted to know that they lived an honest life. a Boxlife. What would you do without the boxes? If boxes didn't exist. Have you ever thought about that? You probably haven't. Boxes are unglamorous. No one thinks about them too much, but we need them. Like a surgeon when it comes to cardboard. Gotta make the incisions. Nurse, scalpel. Can we handle the challenge of increasingly large numbers of squares? You know how, like, a sculptor might look at a block of marble and say that they just chip away the pieces of the statue that are the pieces of the marble that are not the statue? Because when you do that, only the statue inside remains. The statue was always there. You're just exposing it. Same thing here. You're just making the proper cut so the boxes that were always there can be seen. Okay, rank 2. Now, this is something different. That's a different configuration right here. There's more than one way to cut boxes. Who knew? Who even guessed? But boxes can be these T-shapes. We're now engaging with more advanced boxy techniques. You know, boxes have had quite a bit of representation as we've been looking at these 3DS games. We have been playing Box Boy. But this is a completely type of box action happening. A much more intimate box action. Whoops. Gotta repair this cut. That's not where I wanted the cut to be. Where do we want the cuts to be made? That seems like a good boxy cut. We have two different box configurations. We have the T's, and we have the S. Gotta be able to recognize the different configurations. But maybe that was the wrong cut? Because now I'm looking at what I have left. Let me repair that cut. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe I need to do this cut so that I can do this cut. And then we can roll up the boxes. Look at that boxful beauty. There's a certain poetry to box creation. Repair that. No one needs to know about that mistake. Not that, no. Repair that one. We're running out of time. Can't leave any boxes unfolded. It is my box responsibility. My boxability. Will that do it? Oh, gotta repair that. Cut on that. Cut there. There we go. Excellent. So much success, so little penalty. No penalty at all, actually. We are our graph, our box graph, the results of our boxness, 100%. On to rank 3. Oh, look at this this Christian box. You have to keep Jesus in mind with these boxes. What would Jesus do? Roll boxes. That might be wrong. That also might be wrong. Some tricksy boxes here. That one will make a box. Couldn't be all the way over there. Losing so much box time. There is a cross there, but then we don't really have what we need to do the rest. What if we merge that back? Well, if you merge that back, what is there anything we could do? Not really, because we could do that to make a box. And from there... Ah, okay. It's that. There's always a way. Maybe you just need to pray. Sometimes you just really have to pray to Jesus, to ask Jesus to show you the way of what is the proper path for boxes. See, if you don't do it fast enough, however, these boxes collapse. That back together. Any other... We could... No, we couldn't do that. Looking for more boxpilities. I mean, if we cut that, then what if we repaired this one then? And made that cut. Okay, and then made that cut. Sorry, I said boxpilities when clearly the proper term is boxabilities. Just let that fold open. There we go. Oh no, last 30 seconds. $20 to do two puzzles? It's just, I don't think we can be done. We're gonna get less than a perfect percentage here. It's a shame, but I guess it was inevitable. Had to happen at some point, I suppose. Time is up. 9 out of 10. It was still a good job, just not an excellent job. 72. It's an okay job. It's a fine job, I suppose. It's not just not good enough for us, though. We were looking for box excellence. Oh, look at this configuration. What are we doing here? Look at this box madness. This will be a difficult one to remember. To notice upon all, just looking at all of the possibilities for boxes and being able to see that this one is there. There we go. Have to be like that. It occurs to me the important Nintendo lore that we're learning from Boxlife. As it appears pretty clear to me that the GameCube logo was one of these boxes. You didn't know. You didn't know that was what was happening during the GameCube logo. But someone was rolling it up. Every time you turned on that GameCube, someone was rolling it up. No. Doesn't really work, does it? That last piece. Nah, still doesn't work. 30 seconds. We're only on 8. I know. It does not seem like we're going to be able to do this. The box challenge was too challenging. A little more. Yes, it's not saying you failed. It's just, you know, you could do, I don't know, maybe a little more. Maybe a little more. Our box worker is very disappointed over the outcome. I got 8 penalties. Oh, well. Well, maybe that's a pretty good look at Boxlife. We did the R&D. Man, this music makes working at the box factory sound like such a paradise. What is the factory? It says I make money, I guess, for doing this. But why would the factory mode be different? Oh, okay. This is you've learned the ways of boxes. Now it's time to make your fortune. Is what this is about, right? Do you think that you are knowledgeable in the ways of the box? Perhaps you are. Perhaps you are not. See, that's not enough. That's not enough right there. You will now discover whether your boxy ways are boxful enough. There's like a shadow arrive. Does that mean that square is not usable anymore? I'm not sure what that means. Well, I could make that a box, but then... Oh. Okay, squares, those are bombs. The box factory is being bombed. It would seem. Alright, well, let me just get what I can, I guess. Maybe I cannot hope to turn everything into a box. I just have to, you know, work with what I have. Maybe that's all there is to it. I don't know how I actually, like, look... Oh, there we go. Press L and R to go up and down. How large is this playfield? Oh, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. It just keeps going. It keeps going. It's just make as many boxes as you can in this field. And money will be yours. Will you succeed? Who can say? It's sink or swim in the world of box making. Such is Boxlife. It's fun. Rolling the box, cutting the cardboard, rolling the boxes, attempting to save up for retirement. A futile gesture. Indeed. There are lessons to be learned from Boxlife. Are there lessons to be learned in the next game in the lineup? DIGIDRIVE. It's rated E. Man, it would be weird if an M rating came up for one of these. You don't want to know what kind of art this is. Anyway, this is DIGIDRIVE. Alright, This is a game about an intersection, a very special intersection. You know, the tutorial is actually quite lengthy, so we're not going to look at it. We'll just pick endless. Well, we'll pick endless mode. See how this goes. So there are. You might notice that it says milestones at a certain number of meters. There are cars driving in an intersection. It's kind of a weird metaphor. They're not really cars. It's not really an intersection, but anyway, here's the intersection. Ready, go. I gotta put all the same colored cars in the same place. So let's say black is going to be south, but okay, a black is coming from south where it's going to go north. That's fine. I can't make a turn around. There we go. Get them all together. Now I got enough black cars on the bottom. Now as they build up, they're gathering black fuel. Why do we need fuel? Because at the bottom, that circle on the bottom... Oh, hold on. I'm going to ignite my fuel. I'm going to explode it. There it is. The fuel's exploding. Because on the bottom screen, that circle is my core. And there is a spike that is rising up from the bottom of the screen that wants to pierce my core. I don't want that to happen. I got red cars now. Red cars are coming in. I'm gonna separate the reds and the blacks. See, I want to build up fuel so I can ignite it, so I can move my core away from that threatening spike. That's the premise of DigiDrive. I'm gonna blow up that fuel. Why does the spike menace our core in this way? I really don't know. I don't have answers for you. I do like the aesthetic of the game, though. It's all white and pink. It's a sharp look. So, you know what else is sharp? Is that spike that is threatening to pierce my sensitive core. Not mean for that black one to go down there. Slipped by me. Also those red ones.
Danger.
Yep, I'm in danger. That spike is getting closer and closer to piercing my sensitive core. How dare it? I can move a little bit. Core needs a lot of fuel to move. Uh-oh, a white car. What are you doing here, white car? By doing that, I can combine my red fuels. So you can combo your fuels together to multiply your fuels. There are advanced techniques, it seems, to DigiDrive. Blow up my red fuel. Alright, blow up my white fuel. So how far away does my core have to get away from the menacing spike? Well, I think maybe it just kind of might be a little bit... Well, this is endless mode. It's endless mode, so that answers the question. It does say, in the lower right-hand corner, it does say next 1,000 meters. So, I mean, I guess that's the milestone that I would be working towards at the moment.
Danger. Double.
Oh, I got ×2. The ×2 multiplier on my fuel.
Danger.
But I mean, you can see that I'm quite a distance away from getting to 1,000 meters. I'm only at 241. I'm in overdrive mode. So much driving. No, I'm not really sure what it means. Double my fuel. Okay, now blow it up. Because I'm almost pierced. Okay, got a little bit of distance away.
Double. Danger.
All right, blow it up. Did not get that much distance, however.
Danger.
I got a pentagon of fuel. I'm gonna have to blow it up. It's getting too close. So close. Alright, got a fair distance away that time. But I don't have any other fuel on the field. Go ahead and blow up that black fuel. comes an explodey, but it came from the only direction that I had fuel in. That spike gets ever closer.
Danger.
We've reached almost 700 meters. Does the spike ever give up? The answer is no. The spike will never give up.
Danger.
Did I lose some distance? I'm at 698. I thought I was at 699 before.
Danger.
Alright, I'm gonna have to pierce it. Nope. It pierced me before I pierced the fuel. Well, that's probably a pretty good look at DigiDrive. Just sort of it's a weird game. It's a simple game, but it's a weird game. You have the different colored cars driving into the intersection. You gotta bunch them up by colors to make their fuel. And then if a differently colored car drives into a lane that already has fuel, then that fuel gets mixed together with other fuel to multiply the fuel. And if you're good at it, I guess you can come up with combos to give yourself the fuel multipliers to give yourself more and more fuel. So when you blow it up, you get a lot of distance away from that menacing spike. That's basically what was happening. Here are the results. I got a medal. Well, thanks. Clearing 500 meters. Well, it's a... I think the look of it is nice. I think it has a strong look. I would not say it's, you know, all that fun to play. But that was DigiDrive. The next art style game is PiCTOBiTS. This is a touchscreen game. Use my stylus. Rated E. There's not gonna be any obscene or filthy pics in PiCTOBiTS. No, sir. So, we're going to have to click, like, use our stylus to click on... Oh, no, let's just start. To click on dots, to match the colored dots, like that. Put that there. There we go. Whoops, that's not... I did not want to do that. So, I can load up my palette with bunches of... Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Of bunches of colored dots. But I am not good at it. Yeah, there we go. I can make more. If they turn into dots before I can pierce them, then it's all over. And if they reach the top, as they are now, then it's all over for me. This is not going well. It says danger, because I have almost lost. I have lost. Well, let's try that again. Maybe I can do a little better. I am not good at PiCTOBiTS. I understand what I'm trying to do, but I'm just not good at doing it. Yep, wrong color. I'm just going to retry that. The more blocks you have when you destroy a block, like the more pixels you create on the sprite up above. But I am not good at it. So why don't we just go for minimal block destroying? Which does not get me as many pixels at once, but at least maybe we can complete the level. Complete the picture. The PiCTOBiT. Who is that a picture of? I can't tell. Oh, that was wrong direction. There we go. We completed the picture. There he is. It's Mario, the famous plumber from Brooklyn. We have given him life, for we have completed his picture. He is, of course, a tulpa. We all believe in Mario. We have all created him with our thoughts and our imagination. As such, he is given life through us. He has exceeded humanity. And aren't all parents proud to see their children exceed from whence they came? Hence, as it is with Mario. It's a me, Mario. The famous line. Oh, that's the wrong one. Well, you get the idea. I am bad at this game. It requires a level of, I think, maybe a bit of precision with the stylus that I do not have. My understanding is that this might have been one of the more popular art style games because it has the sprites of the Nintendo characters and the music. It is a game that references the games that you know. What is hand? What is the hand option? Oh, left-handed controls, I see. I mean, I was just tapping on the screen with the stylus with my left hand anyway. I'm not sure how left-handed control... I guess the buttons would do something different. Maybe. What is the music? I guess you can unlock music. You can buy it. I bought this music. Oh, you can buy the different parts? Why would I want to buy this version, though? The version with, like, there's only one sound going. You don't even have the full thing. You have to buy multiple versions of it. I don't have to, but you don't have to do anything. I can't make you do anything. Neither can Mario. Despite what Mario might tell you when you're lying in bed at night, he can't actually make you do anything. Fun fact about Mario. Did you know that everyone hears Mario's voice differently? And when someone does an imitation of Mario, you will think they're doing the voice that you know Mario to make. Like, if I were to do an imitation of Mario, I would say, "It's a me, a Mario!" And what you just heard is what he always sounds like to you. But to someone else, it would sound like what... Well, not that. No, this one. There we go. It would just sound like what they know Mario to sound like, since he exists differently in all of our imaginations. It's kind of a weird thing that Mario exists as you perceive him, and you hear him as you perceive him. And if someone does an impression of Mario that doesn't match how you hear or see him, your brain will change that information to match how you perceive him. Because your brain doesn't want to comprehend a different version of Mario. It doesn't want to do that. Look, I'm no brain scientist. All I'm saying is that it's going to be very interesting when the Mario movie comes out starring Chris Pratt. I'm not exactly sure how our brains will adapt to the Chris Pratt Mario. It could actually be a very dangerous movie to watch. You might want to take precautions. Go in groups. Use the buddy system. Don't watch the Mario movie on your own, because you might need medical attention. I don't want to sound alarmist. But what I do want to sound like is someone who's about to play Precipice, the next in these art style games. Weird how the other art style games are spelled with all caps on the 3DS dashboard, but Precipice is spelled Comic Mischief. Precipice is spelled with all lowercase letters. This has Comic Mischief. I don't know, that sounds a bit too edgy for me. Precipice, 10 floors, it says. I'm gonna press any button. Precipice. Okay, there I am. Alright, I'm running around on this platform. These blocks are being filled in as I walk on them. I can stand on them, but I don't want to be crushed by blocks. I will take damage. Sometimes there are bombs, and I want to defuse those bombs. I need to get these points. Standing on blocks gives me points, and don't you tell me that they don't. Don't you dare tell me that. Oh no, I fell! You see, this platform hovers over a bottomless pit. And eventually, that pit will fall. Eventually. Now, I think, yeah, we can push blocks out of the way. We can push and pull blocks. If I want to get one out of the way so I can step on it and get the points, which of course I do. I can stand on some of these glowing blocks and then like raise my arms in victory. I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh no, that bomb exploded. A bomb block. It destroyed some of these blocks. Precious points that I will never get back. What is the nature of this man's existence? I don't know, but it is a precarious one, isn't it? It's a dangerous existence. Who knows why he's doing the things he's doing? Who knows why he's here or how he got here? Ow. Got crushed by this cube. Such is the way of things if you're not paying attention. How long must this man last? without falling to his doom? I could not tell you. I just fell to my doom. Not that. Yeah, let's push. Whoop. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We cannot push more than one block. Looks like I can push blocks that are over empty spaces, though. That's something to keep in mind. I can also push blocks into the void, if I so choose. I decide the fate of these blocks. Now, what would happen if we just hung around and didn't actually do anything? We just made sure we didn't fall. What would happen? I don't know the answer to that. I can't push that. I need to push the block that's on top of it. There we go. Well, I was raising my hands in triumph that I was standing on that block, but then I got crushed. I died by crushing. It's different from, you know, the other deaths where I fell. This was death by crush. Watch these shadows. The shadows, they will tell you. Yes. That. Well. That is precipice.
Precipice.
That is what that is. Let's walk around this platform made of the blocks. The blocks light up as we walk on them. Try not to die. Isn't that just the way life is? Isn't that the way of things? Walk around carefully. Make sure that you don't die. Really, all of the lessons in life can be narrowed down to that, can't they? Let's watch the tutorial. Showing us how it's done. I mean, not really a tutorial. It's more of an attract mode, isn't it? Because it's not really telling us to do anything. It just allows us to see. Oh, we can rotate the field. That would come in useful. He is tired. He has no health. But now he has health. Because he stood on that block. You just gotta figure out how to stand on the right blocks in life. Watch out for the bomb. Oh, look at that. A super hit. He just backhanded those blocks. Was out of patience with them. Alright, but he did not last. He did not last. Neither did we. In Precipice. That was 6 out of the 7 art style games. There is one more remaining. That being ZENGAGE. Rated E for everyone. Let us begin ZENGAGing. It is a touchscreen game. We're starting off with Sky. And let's see. Yeah, let's start off with tutorial. So we can see the simple puzzles, the way of ZENGAGE. Of all of these art style games, this one might be the most relaxing, I think, in terms of how it looks and sounds and the gameplay. I don't think there's any kind of time limit involved here. It's just you see those colored squares on the bottom. And we can slide them around. Maybe it might be nice to get them to match. Sure. That sounds just swell if we were able to do that. That sounds just fine. Don't you think they should match? Wouldn't you like that? If the blue balls went on the blue squares and the white squares did not have blue balls on them. Sure. That would be just fine. If you could just make that happen for me. Maybe you can in ZENGAGE. Maybe you can make that happen. Like that. It counts how many moves it takes you to do the puzzles, but it doesn't, it doesn't judge you or anything. It tells you an average if you're interested in that kind of thing. But there's no time limit. There's no one watching. No one's saying you have to do it in this amount of time, otherwise you have failed. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Not here. Not with ZENGAGE. Just a little relaxing puzzle game where you use your stylus. You pull out your DS. Maybe you're out somewhere, out at school or the office or on the bus, and you just feel like a little bit of those good relaxing brain chemicals that you get from the colored squares and the balls. we go. Blue balls on blue squares. Just as God intended? Assuming God is that origami on the top screen. You can't say it's not. Uh-oh, what is this? How dare you, ZENGAGE? How dare you introduce the blue balls? We were dealing with the teal balls, but now we have the true blue balls. I can't believe you would do this to me. Introducing a third element, a third color. Now I reverse those two. Which is not good enough. No, sir. Not good enough for this. There we go. You just relax and you zen out with ZENGAGE. You get the idea. You understand what's going on here. There's nothing complex to learn with ZENGAGE. There's no morality tale here. No complex choices that you are to make. Nothing like that. It's almost there, but it's not quite, is it? No, it is not quite. That's the other way around. Can't have it that way. There we go. Look at how many colors there are now. How could you do this? Not only do we have the teal and the blue, we have the orange and the magenta? So many colors in my brain right now. Well, it turns out that was an easy introduction to the multiple colors, to the four colors. Four colors. We already had multiple colors. This was four. But of course, it would get more challenging. The rows are horizontal, but we must make them vertical. Well, it's almost there. But almost is not enough. And maybe when you're almost there, maybe you're not there at all. That could be the case. Still not quite there. I just have this one that doesn't fit in that I'm just moving around. Just moving it around. You know how it is with the puzzles. There's one that isn't right. Everything else is right except the one. If you just move everything around it enough, you're hoping eventually the others will fall into place. But what if they don't? What if they don't? Then what? What happens then? See, now the magenta and the orange are reversed. And that's no good. Still is the case. I think I'm just making this worse. See, when you only have the one that doesn't fall into place, it kind of means that the entire thing doesn't fall into place. What you have to do from there is just really mess everything up, and then hopefully, once everything gets back into place, then maybe you will have fixed the problem. But will you have fixed the problem? Probably not. Probably not. See, the problem is just getting worse now. But maybe that's fine when it comes to ZENGAGE. What is that? Oh, but you can just get rid of the balls if you want to see what's under them. I mean, you could clearly see what's under them. I don't know if that's necessary. So this was our look at ZENGAGE. We have sky levels. There are river levels. I can't see. I don't know if there's more than the river. I can't see the river. Past the river. Oh, you have like a nice little animated background for the river. Oh, what's this? Some of the pieces are screwed in. Those can't be moved. How dare they? How fiendish. Unmovable pieces. See, it sounds relaxing, but then you realize, uh-oh, some of these things can't be moved. Well, like I said, it's probably enough for ZENGAGE. And that means that that's enough for all of the art style games that have been that were released on DSiWare. So 7 games on DSiWare, and if you're curious, I did do the 5 WiiWare games in the last video for those years ago. So I guess there were 12 art style games in total released digitally. And with that, well, I guess that's probably enough for the 3DS. So, over the course of looking at the games released digitally on the 3DS eShop, I've tried out, it looks like 43 games in total, which is more than I looked at for WiiWare. So, a fair amount of games in comparison. You know, I had taken a look at I took a look at a list when I first started doing these of what games were released only on 3DS digitally. And it did give me a list, but when I actually looked at the eShop, I noticed that, oh, there were so many more games than that were on that list. You see, that list, we're really looking at more, you don't want to sound derogatory, but let's call them more legitimate games. Because, wow, did that eShop become sort of a dumping ground to just complete zero-budget games? Just so many. And, like, they were, those things are not even counted on lists of games released exclusive on the 3DS eShop. I guess they're not even really considered good enough for such lists. Not even considered games, maybe. And my understanding is that the Switch eShop has become fairly similar in that there's quite a bit of dumping happening on that store as well. But I never really taken a look at the digital-only section, well, in the 3DS eShop. I say digital-only section. It's not really a section. It's more like you can search the eShop for digital-only games, and man, the stuff that comes up when you do that. We're not going through that. That doesn't count. We'll say it doesn't count. You know, the purpose of doing these videos is just, like with WiiWare, to say, hey, these are games that were only released digitally, only on the 3DS, for the most part. And so that means they'll be going away once the eShop goes down. That includes the art style games. DSiWare were the only platform that these 7 games we looked at tonight, and the only platform they were released on. Well, one of them was originally GBA, I think. I think it was DigiDrive, was originally a GBA game, and then got a redoing on DSiWare as part of the art style games. But for the other games, this was the only platform they were released on. Now, they did get an extra lease on life because they were on DSiWare, and the DSi is gone, but you could get DSiWare games on the 3DS eShop, so, you know, had an additional lifespan on this platform. But now it's going away, and since both the Wii Shop and the 3DS eShop are gone, that means the art style games are gone completely, consigned to the game cemetery? Is there a game cemetery? Let's say there's a game cemetery. We'll just say that. And it is a shame when games go away permanently, as some companies don't have too much of an interest in preserving and ensuring that their games are available on their current platforms, even if they totally could be. I mean, a lot of the games we've looked at here, not just art style, but with a lot of the games we looked at on the 3DS eShop in general, they are owned by Nintendo. there's really no reason why they couldn't just continue on future eShops on future Nintendo platforms, but they don't. They don't. That's why I said at the beginning of this series that it's a good thing that the unofficial game archivists on the internet do the thing that they do so the games don't go away forever. These aren't games that are in like high demand or anything, of course. If they were, they surely would be resold on other platforms, such is the way of capitalism. But if games are not in demand, then also such is the way of capitalism, that no one will bother making them available. So it is a good thing that we have archivists that do this work. So if maybe someday you wanted to play the art style games, it is still popular. It's not popular. It's still possible to do that, even if it's not possible to do it through any official means. Not through any official means, we will say. Also, there was some stuff I haven't looked at that are just games that exist but have 3D effects added, which are pretty neat. I didn't show them because you can't see the 3D on the video. So, I mean, there are some cool games that have that wouldn't really make any sense for me to look at. Let's just look at the other things that I have on this dashboard real quick. Metal Torrent. This is a shmup that I didn't show. It's a DSiWare shmup. I didn't show this because the main pull of the game is that it's a high score game, and you compare your score on the scoreboards on, the online scoreboards, which don't exist anymore because Nintendo's online service that they used for the DS and the 3DS doesn't exist anymore. So this game, you can play it single player, but the entire point of it was online score competition. So that isn't possible. Shinobi 3. This is a Genesis game. It's a very good Genesis game, and Sega does re-release this. There's like certain Genesis games that Sega does re-release constantly. This is one of them. This game has 3D effects. It's one of Sega's 3D Sega Ages 3D games. And basically what they do is they have each of the 2D layers on a 3D plane. So if you play it with the 3DS's 3D effect on, you get a very cool effect of each of the 2D layers being in a different 3D plane. So there's like a sense of depth. So the background looks like it's further in the background, and Joe Musashi, it looks like he's in the foreground. It's a very cool looking effect. I cannot demonstrate that on a stream. You have to have the 3DS in front of you to see it.
Get ready.
Space Harrier benefits quite a bit from the 3DS's 3D effect because you've seen Space Harrier. You've seen what that looks like. If you know what it looks like, you might be able to guess that it is a very... I don't know. It's about this. I don't know what word I was going to say. It is a game that very much benefits from having a three-dimensional screen. Gunstar Heroes is one of the best Genesis games, and it also too has the effect where the different 2D planes are on different 3D planes. I mean, I already explained what that effect looks like. I cannot show you what the effect looks like. It is something that is only possible if you have the actual 3DS in front of you. So in a way, even though unofficial archivists are doing their unofficial archiving, even if you were to play this on a 3DS emulator, it's not like you would actually get the effect. I mean, if you were just playing this on an emulator, why would you be playing the 3DS version anyway? Might as well just play the Genesis version. The entire reason for the 3DS version is 3D effect. Oh, right. I guess we could take a look at this. Silver Falls. Okay, first of all, I should mention. Silver Falls was a polygonal survival horror game, an indie survival action-based survival horror game, released digitally only, but only for the new 3DS, which is kind of funny. So the developers, for some reason, I guess they just really wanted to try to make a game that took as much advantage of the new 3DS, of like the 3DS hardware as possible. And to do that, they had it exclusive to the new 3DS so they could use all of the power, all of it. So that was a game that I was interested in maybe showing in this series of digital-only 3DS games. But I could not do that because my modded 3DS is an original 3DS. The 3DS I've been using for this, that was modded to output video over USB. So I was not able to show Silver Falls. This game, however, Silver Falls Undertakers, this is not that game. This is, I think, like a side game, Silver Falls Gaiden. It is not a graphically impressive looking game. You will see what it looks like. This is an example of like a modern 3DS game that gets released on the eShop. Well, this game probably has more care put into it than most of the modern 3DS eShop only games. It's loading the data from the cassette. You know, the cassette, just like when you would like load a game from cassette on your Commodore 64. You remember those days, right? Ask your parents for help if the cassette has problems with loading. I'm pressing buttons. It's not doing anything. It really wants the authentic experience. There we go. So it has a certain look to it. Fire is warm but dying. It needs wood log. Get me that wood log. You need to find firewood and put it on campfire. So the cassette loading thing, I think, was invoking Commodore, but to me, this looks like Atari 2600. This looks like Raiders of the Lost Ark, this screen right here. Hello. You hear a loud sound outside just now? I did not. That's scary. We should stay inside and block the door. Gives off light. Willie and I keep our comic book collection here. Grandpa gives me plastic cases to keep our comics in good condition. Willie's school books. He's always doing homework. I'll just wake up early and do my work at the last minute. I remember those days. I don't want to go outside. I'm hungry. Do you have any food? Well, I guess I'm going to have to go look for food outside. That is a hole. No, I don't have to tell you what game this is evoking right now. I'm going to climb out of this. There's some Captain Bang comic books on the ground. Goodness. I didn't know we were into that kind of comic book. It can't be mine. Mine are in perfect condition back at the cabin. And Grandpa really doesn't care that we're just exploring. Oh, hello. That we're just exploring out in this wilderness. Just going who knows where we're going. Need to find firewood and put it on campfire. Where am I? There I am. Hi, son. Shouldn't you be at the cabin with your friend? I should, but I need firewood. So I can only carry one item. Replaced the candle since I picked up the log. Let's put log on campfire. The fire is now burning bright. There are voices nearby. I can only hear them because of the fire, I guess. Investigate voices near the cabin. I tell you, Johann, if I ever find that boy alone, I'll fix him good. You should just forget it, Eli. It's no big deal. I'm so pissed off. I need to blow off some steam. Hey, you kid, come here. You want to make $1? Hold on, Eli. That's Bill Brandish's grandson. You should leave him alone. Yeah, dang know-it-all, Johann. Drop dead and stay out of my business. And you, scram, you runt, or I'll whip you something fierce. But I'm a curious, precocious hero child. Go home, kid. Don't hang out if Eli is here. It's not safe. Scram, you runt, unless you wanna whippin'. And we ran into some ne'er-do-wells here in the forest. Oh, here's some red stuff. Who knows what that is? I still need to investigate the loud noise. Oh, actually, they said near the cabin, right? So maybe I should go back to that cabin and see what the loud noise was. No, he's still there. Nothing happened to him. Doesn't say anything different. All right, but we do have new areas we can explore. Oh, that might be what's making the noise. Oh no, we've been caught. We were taken to the hole. Well, this is not the same hole as before. This hole is in a different location. Where are we now? A lantern? He's gonna do that every time he catches us. Just gotta make sure he... Whoop. I fell back in. Let's see if we can get that lantern. Oh, hello. I wonder where my daughter, Shelley, has gone to. Yeah, she hasn't finished a pancake dinner yet. Them stories from that television program, Midnight Realm, they're fake, right? Them men from Mars and Moon monsters, it's all made up, right? If I seen lights in the sky, that couldn't be no alien, right? Exactly. Hi there, Bull. You want some pancakes? Oh, that's right. You're camping out with your friend tonight, aren't you? You boys have fun out there. Come by for breakfast if you want. Yummy, gooey, sticky food. Heal injuries. I'll take the food. Maybe I might need the food. Oh, hello. Gobble gobble, it's me, the pancake. Oh, it's the pancake gobbler, of course. Oh man, I'm feeling baked as a pancake right now. The stars are falling out of the sky, man. You think this suit actually tastes like pancakes? Should I take a bite? Oh man, I just gotta know. I'll give you the pancake. Does he not want the pancake? I'm attempting to give it to him. Doesn't seem like he wants it. You think the pancake gobbler would want the pancake? Oh, there's a parking lot? Hi there, Bull. What are you doing so late? I know you won't listen if I tell you to go home and stay indoors. I heard people report on odd animal behavior tonight. Tell me if you see anything odd, alright? I got pancake. No? I did see something odd. Apparently I cannot tell you about the odd thing I saw. Have you seen my son Duke? He's about your age. He was playing around here a minute ago. Well, I guess he's done for. I'm picking up my buddy from work. Have you seen him? He might be dressed up as a giant stack of pancakes. I did see him. Maybe I should... No, I'm not... No, I just want to go talk to Pancake Man. Where am I? Okay. Yeah, someone's here to pick you up. Apparently he doesn't care. The world map has expanded quite a bit ever since we got the firewood. And there's just like a giant parking lot. There's a music tape cassette on the ground here. Tax on Justice by Midnight Falcons. Mr. Hall loves this album. He says it reminds him of his rebellious years. Can I pick it up? No, I guess not. It just gives us a description. Oh, what's this? He's throwing up all over the place. He has a glassy haze in his eyes. It's almost as if his soul isn't his body. Poke, poke, poke. Nope, he doesn't respond at all. But would he respond to pancakes? Apparently not. Who's parking their car on the grass? Come on now. How big is this map? That bastard Eli, he punched me right in the face. My nose won't stop bleeding. It hoits. I can't understand why someone hasn't put a bullet in that guy yet. Violence shouldn't be the answer, but Eli is just a rotten apple. Maybe he just wants some pancakes. Oh. Tried to give pancakes, but I am talking to him again. We haven't, like, repeated the map yet. It's like it's new screens. I was driving down the road when I heard a loud sound and saw a flashing light. What do you suppose it was? Maybe it was a fire or an explosion. Okay, we've reached the northern end of the forest. There's some Captain Bang comic books. There's some in the southern part as well. Rolling Adventures issue 3. I know this one. Captain Bang meets the Cartwheel Kid. It's one of my favorite issues in the whole series. It sounds thrilling. This is a different hole. Don't suppose there's anything in it. There is. Hello. I saw something weird in the darkness. I'm scared. Please bring me flashlight so I can see. Bring me flashlight. I'm scared of the dark. All right. Find flashlight. Rescue Stanton. I will see if I can locate a flashlight, my lord. There's a diary here. Some pages are covered in blood. I had a smoke with this kid in his early 20s the other day. I've seen guys messed up before, but he was on the moon. He was wearing like a pancake suit. He talked about the blizzard about 10 years ago. Talking about his mom and his little brother passing away. Poor kid must have been traumatized, but then he got weird. Told me about big pillars of earth rising from the ground. He went jumping up around in the sky and found magical weapons. He said he fought monsters and met aliens. A crazy tale. Maybe I should stop smoking this stuff. I don't want to end up brain damage like this kid. He just has imagination. Oh. I found gun. I exchanged pancakes for gun. But I don't need gun. I need flashlight to rescue Stanton. Videotape on the ground. Busty blondes and the giant. Whoa! I'll get in trouble for looking at this. Better not tell Grandpa I found this. I wonder where it came from. No. This is unrealistic. When you were a kid and you found porn in the woods, you took that with you. You hid it away and then waited for the time when everyone was asleep and you had access to the VCR and no one was looking. That's how it went back then. Oh, there's like a door in the woods. Hello. How's everyone doing? Knock me down dead. I hate it when the boss gets like this. Bone wasn't always like this, but lately he acts like he owns the world. I wish I had the spine to stop him. This won't end well. The only thing he's scared of is guns. He won't let us carry any. Well. Let me at this Bone. Are you Bone? Back off, buckaroo. I can't let you leave here. It's the boss's orders. Well, he's not the boss, apparently. Nothing in here? Seems not. Scram, chump. Boss is about to get some action. He'll beat you in the pulp if you get in his way. What kind of action are we talking about? Ain't nothing can stop him. He ain't scared of nothing, except maybe guns, that is. Yeah. Bone Grizzly's the toughest, strongest dude. I love watching the boss do his thing. What's his thing? He really knows how to take charge of the ladies. Our boss Bone always has his way with the girls. He's so tough, he always gets what he wants. Are they both saying the same thing? Are you Bone? I'm scared. This bike gang won't let me leave. They tied me up. This rope is hurting my hands. All right, this is the Goyle. Are you Bone? Should I threaten you with gun? You little jerk! You actually shot me? I ought to break your face. Somebody call an ambulance. I'm bleeding over here. This kid is insane. Let's get out of here. All right, I shot him. You actually shot Bone Grizzly? Thank you. You saved me. My name is Oxa. What's your name? All right, glad I could help. Oh, that's not what I expected to be doing when I camped out here tonight. Oh, hello, child. Surrounded by blood and entrails. There's nothing left of his face. A gurgling sound is coming from the claw marks that have shredded his throat. I look into them in the eyes, but it's like staring into a bottomless chasm. Should I reach out and try to comfort him? Maybe he's already dead. They're there. They're there. There's a framed photo of a happy-looking family here. Mom, dad, son, daughter. That frame looks like it was handmade by popsicle sticks and macaroni. It's too bad this photo will never end up where it was meant to go. Music tape cassette. Ride On, Shine On by Midnight Falcons. Haven't heard of this one, and it's brand new. Maybe I'll ask Dad about it. Also, when we talk to Grandpa, maybe we should ask him, one, did he have any idea about the giant shadow monster in the woods? Okay, I think I took a bow. Hello, kid. It's late already. You can borrow the bow if you want. Be careful out there. I heard a strange noise. Oh, Grandpa's property ends here. Yeah, ask Grandpa about the Shadow Beast. Did Grandpa know about the rape gang that lives on his property? I just think that maybe we should ask if he knew about that before he let us wander around. It seems Important. Personal tape cassette. Oh, a tape cassette player. It's still playing a tape cassette. It's just giving off a creepy hissing, screeching noise. Ah, beautiful music. There's a hole. Anything in this hole? Yeah. Crunch, crunch, crackly, crack. There's something below your feet. What's down here that's so crunchy? Oh, I found a flashlight. I guess I'm leaving the okay. Oh, the dirt is slick and slippery. Why is it so wet? Oh, hold on. Do I need to use the flashlight? Yeah, I know it's wet and mushy in here. Let me... Okay, I can climb up. Alright, so... I have to find the hole where Stanton is. It's somewhere to the east. Are you a skeleton? There are action figures of Justice Man and the Warriors of Freedom. Justice Man, Werewolfman, Roboter, Chainsaw Chief. These are rare figures. No one in their right mind would have dropped these figures. Right mind would have dropped these figures. These aren't mine. Actually, someone around here really likes superheroes and are leaving their comics and action figures lying around. We gotta teach them to take care of their collectibles. Fresh blood has coated the lantern like sugar on a candy apple. A sickening red light is being cast on the trees and bushes all around me. We can't pick up the lantern. That's fine, because we have our flashlight. Oh, what? It catches on fire. Okay, there's a stick. The stick can be lit on fire. But I need the flashlight right now. No, now I'm on the parking lot. I went too far. And where was that hole? There are so many screens. There's so many screens. You probably... I would say you probably would be drawing a map as you go. Like drawing down little squares. Oh, there you are. How you doing? Like drawing on the graph paper and like writing down little notes on what is in which square is what you would be doing. All right, here's the flashlight. Climb on out. Rescue other kids. All right, so now we have an objective to rescue the other children. Thanks for saving me. Well, maybe that's enough. He'll wait here until a grown-up comes. Well, you're going to be waiting for a while, kid. You're going to be waiting a while. Maybe that's enough for Silver Falls Undertakers. Like I said, this is not the main Silver Falls game. The main Silver Falls game was a polygonal, over-the-shoulder survival horror game that only runs on a new 3DS, taking full advantage of the hardware. But this was a side game in the series that runs on a regular 3DS. Well, I said that I had looked at 43 games. Make that 44. 44 games only available digitally on the 3DS eShop. This game, if you were wondering, was not using the 3D effect. At least, hold on, I didn't have it turned on, but I don't think it does. No, just to make sure. It does not use the 3D effect. I was actually more into that than I thought I was going to be. But I did want to try out the actual Silver Falls game. I cannot, however. I cannot. But with 44 games tried, I think maybe we will be saying goodbye to the 3DS. We don't need to take a look at this next one. You know what that is. You know what we played that game a long time ago. But that's the last thing I have on my 3DS dashboard. So, it always seems a little sad when a digital library goes away, but going away it is. It is now no longer the case that you can purchase funds on the 3DS itself, though I do believe you can. I think you may be able to add funds through the website or through the Switch at this point, still at this point. But that will be going away as well. Well, let us salute the 3DS. A game that had a very long-lasting library, considering that this library combined both the 3DS and the DS libraries to make one gigantic double-screen library. There is so much double-screen gaming, you cannot even comprehend how much there is. And those physical games will always be around. But the digital are going away. Unless Nintendo decides, to not do that. Or decides to port them to something else. But they probably won't. Because, hey, all those WiiWare games, they never appeared on anything else. They never did. Of the art style games that we looked at, if you're curious, my favorite was Boxlife, but that may have been obvious. I'm all about that Boxlife. And we did do a full playthrough of one of the games on here, Attack of the Friday Monsters, which I enjoyed quite a bit and thought it was very charming. Maybe we will. It's always possible that we might do a playthrough of a 3DS game in the future. But as for right now, this is our last look at the eShop. Let us say goodnight as Rob and the AQUIA arrive to take the 3DS to its rest.